Buying more rare watches, hundreds of thousands spent. Da ticken die Rolex-Uhren anders, ja.
How to set a watch by producer Michael. I haven't got a clue what I'm doing. So guys, I've been spending money again.
Oh, wild.
No. I bought some more watches. And I'm going to show you.
Oh, was hat er denn da? Glashütte in grün. Sexy. Deep Sea. Ja, nice. Ey, wisst ihr, welche Uhr ich heute gekauft habe? Ich habe heute gekauft diese Deep Sea Challenge. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wann die kommt. Aber die wird irgendwann kommen. Ich bin mal gespannt. Das ist eine Quarz. Das ist das ist eine limitierte Uhr. Ich weiß noch nicht, wofür die war. Welche Marke ist das? Weiß ich nicht. Und das ist so eine günstige. Gucken wir uns an.
And I think you'll be proud of me this time because they're very different to my usual shopping craziness. So, Adam, you've already seen them. Do you think they're different? Do you think they're better?
You've definitely gone on a little stylistic change with this latest batch.
I know. And I think it's cool though, don't you?
They're very cool, actually, yeah.
So where should we start?
Top right, because you said in the last video that you were going to go in and trade watches for that.
Yeah. Maybe we can do a deal with this one, because I would wear this.
Yeah,
I really would wear this.
Did you just go and buy it?
I did. Well, I didn't want to go through all the trade thing, but we'll do that on camera. We will do a trade thing, but I didn't want this one to disappear because it's so unique. Should we start with
Das ist echt seltene Uhr. Ich habe bis jetzt nur die gesehen und bei Harlem Luxury Souk.
44mm AP offshore, and it's the Ryder Cup edition. And what this one is the European edition. They made it in two versions, 50 pieces of each watch. This one is for Europe, the yellow and the blue, and the US version was red and blue. And it's very, very, very rare. Let me open it up so you can get a better look at it.
And so for
Open it up.
For people that might not have seen the video, we went to Happy Jewelers and this was in one of the boxes that they showed us.
Yes, it was in the big boy box. So check that out. Is that super cool or what?
It's very you, isn't it?
Very me. And very rare. So I
You say one of 50?
One of 50. So there's 100 in total, 50 in the blue and yellow and 50 in the red and blue. I'd like to get a red and blue one as well, so I've got the full set.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very hard to come by. And these are one of those watches that are selling for silly prices, way over their sticker. I think the sticker on this was like 60 grand, and I think there is one online for 130 something. I got a fantastic deal from Danny at Happy Jewelers. So yeah, I can't go wrong.
What do you think? What did you pay?
Not that much above retail. Yeah.
Get out of town.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool, right?
Wow.
I mean, he really took care of me on this, so beautiful piece.
I mean, it's interesting because obviously over the course of the channel, we've seen pretty much every watch, I think, or every main manufacturer watch there is out there.
Right.
We've never seen one of those.
No, I've never seen it. I didn't even know it existed. But it's a very me watch. It's not blingy, it is a bit flashy, but it also kind of looks like, I don't know, something that you could go walk your dog in, right?
Do you know, you're right, absolutely. Do you know what, I'm actually, and this is a very odd thing for me to say, but I'm excited to see you wearing that with one of your like super colourful outfits. Because you haven't done the really colourful outfits.
I know, I've been tame, haven't I?
I know. Well, maybe
Sein Farben wird es
upcoming
gut
trip to
passen,
Vegas, haven't
100%.
we? Maybe you can get wild in Vegas and do
Get
some.
very wild in Vegas. So there you go, AP Ryder Cup.
Very nice. What's next?
Let's do this one. Now this one is another amazing watch. This is a Chrono Swiss.
Ah,
And it is absolutely spectacular.
Lieblingsmarke der Deutschen gewesen.
DLC, and it's a retrograde. Do you know what a retrograde is?
I don't.
Okay, so what that means is if you watch this guy here, this is the second hand.
Heutzutage ein bisschen
Focus on
schwieriger.
it, and watch what happens when it gets to the 30 seconds. Every 30 seconds.
Oh, it's going to snap back, isn't it?
Bang, bang.
That's cool.
Isn't that cool? And then the top
Die Farbe, ja.
subdial is the hours, and the main hand is the minutes.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful? Look at the back of it.
So that's called a retrograde.
Retrograde.
The
yeah.
one that we saw on Jacob's Jet was called a flyback.
Flyback, yes, flyback.
But that thing was really like super fast, wasn't it?
Super fast.
Every, what was it, like every 10 seconds
Als
it did it?
Chrono Flyback.
So why is that called a flyback and this called a retrograde?
I don't know.
Also ich
Nico, help us
glaube,
out.
Flyback heißt, dass man den Chrono immer zurücksetzen kann, ohne ihn zu stoppen. Aber es ist trotzdem eine retrograde Anzeige. Also es ist quasi ein retrograd Flyback-Chrono.
But what I can tell you is this is absolutely stunning. Isn't that a gorgeous piece?
Yeah, I mean,
Chrono Swiss.
I love the fact that the dial is so different, because that K shape honestly isn't my favorite, but the dial is awesome. And so Chrono Swiss, I've never heard of them before.
Been around a long, long time. I've owned Chrono Swiss in the past. In fact, I still have a Chrono Swiss, an Opus, and it's from, I don't know, maybe 25 years ago. It's small, that's why you've never seen me wear it. But this is a 44 millimeter and very serious and beautiful, beautiful watch.
It's cool.
It's so cool.
I like the clasp as well. Turn that over. The fact they've DLC'd the
Everything's
clasp
purple,
too.
yeah. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
And this band, it's kind of like a Velcro. I'm not sure what it's not Velcro.
Like a Kevlar-y type. Yeah, I like
Maybe
that.
like a very heavy duty canvas.
Yeah, I really like that.
Yeah, great watch. So there we have it. Chrono Swiss.
So I will say that this is look at those next to each other, two very, very early days producer Michael colorways right there.
Stimmt.
We're kind of going
stimmt.
back to the
Hast du Tipps für einen Onlinehandel, maybe auf einer eigenen Homepage? Habe da sehr Respekt vor. Machen ohne Homepage 1,2. Also du musst einfach, also auf deiner eigenen Homepage, also ich sag mal, es gibt halt Anwaltskanzleien, die dich auch bei den AGBs und so weiter einmalig beraten. Das kostet auch nicht so viel. Und dann sollst du einfach losgehen. Wenn du schon andere Plattformen bedienst vorher, sollte es eigentlich gehen. Über die eigene Webseite ist schon leichter als über Amazon und eBay. Wenn du schon auf den Plattformen tätig bist, dann geht das schon, ne? Hey Marc, was glaubst du, was passiert mit der Tiffany 41 Oyster Perpetual? Die Tiffany hat sich ja relativ wacker gehalten, ne? Wir müssen ja mal festhalten, die Uhr wurde eingestellt und hat vorher einiges über Liste gebracht. Das war ja absolut geisteskrank. Und machst du noch den Custom-Schmuck? Da sind wir dabei, Custom-Schmuck sind wir dabei. Und bei der Oyster Perpetual ist so, also ich muss sagen, der Preis hat sich solid gesettelt und da hält die Uhr sich. Also dementsprechend, I don't know, ich sehe da jetzt, ob jetzt die Uhr noch ein Tausender Brand macht oder 2000 Euro, finde ich persönlich jetzt nicht so schlimm. Die Uhr ist eingestellt, wird nicht mehr gebaut. Ja, ich finde es jetzt eigentlich ein akzeptabler Preis. Mal gucken. Preislich, wo sind wir? Austria 22,5, 220er, älteres Modell, DE, was stehen wir dafür? 22,9, was ist der günstigste? 100er. 100er Versandkosten, dann nehmen wir nur 50 Euro. Ja, also von daher, ja, kannst du nehmen. Also, was soll ich dir sagen? Kannst du nehmen. Ich finde es eine witzige Uhr, klar ist die teuer für das, was man bekommt, aber am Ende ist es halt eine seltene Farbe, ne? Und ja, du weißt nie, wann der richtige Zeitpunkt ist, ein- und auszusteigen. Also, als die Uhr 35 gekostet hat, wäre ich vorsichtiger gewesen.
color. I'm not mad about
But in
it.
style, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
No diamonds, nothing going on there.
I'm not mad about it.
No, well, I'm very
been a
happy
while.
to hear that you're
I
not
feel
mad
like
about it.
COVID killed your colors.
Very tame producer Michael shirt.
Exactly.
But it's still fun, but
Yeah.
it's a tame one, and I didn't want to overwhelm the watches, so I gave it some thought. Okay, where are we going next? Let's go.
Let's go. Hold on. Before we go there, what's this?
So
Is this Davis Elvin?
This is Davis Elvin. This is their new one.
I haven't seen that
No,
face.
you haven't. Very
Davis
inexpensive.
Elvin.
It's about, when I say very inexpensive, it's not inexpensive, but it's great value. It's about $4,000 or somewhere around there. It's as good as, I don't want to mention the name. It keeps the time perfectly. It looks fantastic. It's made of carbon, and it's just a nice watch.
Yeah,
And you can get it on the producer Michael site. How about that for a plug?
that's a very, very nice plug. Yeah, I mean, like you say, when you feel them and when you actually have one in your hand,
It's exactly the same.
they're not far off, are they?
Not far off.
And like a tenth of the price. And this is a crushed or forged carbon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost looks like wood grain.
It's carbon and titanium.
Yeah, it's very cool. All right, what's next?
All right, let's go with something very, very peculiar. This is a Vortec watch. You've never heard of Vortec?
I have not heard of Vortex.
Okay, so what this in fact is, it's an old pocket watch that they took and they completely rebuilt.
Wow.
So I chose this. This is, I think it's an Elgin. What does that say?
Where are we looking? Elgin?
Elgin. Yeah, which is a very well-known pocket watch from, I guess, the early 1900s. And they renovated it. They reworked the movement. The movement's fantastic.
I love, you see like the spirals on the
that's
two gears.
schön.
there.
I think there's a word for that. Guilloche?
Is that it?
No, it might be. Killed it.
So, someone was wearing that in the early 1900s.
Yeah.
You know, walking around wherever, and now producer Michael.
hear that?
I did.
Okay.
Was that your minute repeater?
That was.
No, not
we're-
minute
we're-
repeater. Our striker.
Our striker.
There you go.
Our striker. It also does the quarters, but that happened to do an hour because it's 11 o'clock. We'll get to that one. But is this cool?
Do you know what? I really like that, mate. Really. And are these expensive?
I think someone in
Dieser
around
Twist
like
zwischen dem
$6,000.
alten und dem neuen.
So not inexpensive.
No, but you can get them for a lot less. Depends on what you want. You
Yeah.
pick the dial, you pick the case, you pick everything. You
What's the
literally
case
just-
made from? Is it steel?
I don't know.
Are they heavy?
No.
Oh, wow.
Light.
Like
yeah.
super
Might be
light.
titanium. I'm not sure, to tell you the truth.
Do you know what?
I just know it's a cool watch.
I love the gold on and the fact that it's slightly embossed on the
You would wear this
dial.
watch?
Do you know what? I think I would. Which is strange to say because it's very obviously traditional, but that's cool. It's almost steampunky.
Yeah, and with the winder on the top, just very, very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, well, 3 for 3. I am impressed.
I'm delighted you're impressed. Shall I do my big boy watch?
Go on then.
This is my pride and joy. This is
Heftiges Teil.
just incredible.
Your favorite watch you've ever bought, right?
I just love this watch. I've been looking at one of these for ever, and it comes in different configurations.
Heftig.
This is the striking hour, which is
Chefuhr.
kind of the top of the line. I think it is their top of the line one. This activates it so you can silence it, or you can have it where it chimes every hour and then again every 15 minutes. Listen.
Jede 15 Minuten macht es halt ein
on,
Geräusch.
can you see
Du
how
kannst
they
auch jede
move?
Stunde
Do it
machen.
again? I love that. That's so
And
satisfying.
if I was to change the time, let's advance the time
Toll.
to 14, and then it will chime itself when it gets to 15, which we're going to have to wait 45 seconds for, but so I'll show you the back of it. And it came with a tang buckle, a tang buckle, and Happy Jewelers, where I bought it, I ordered, and they got it for me very quickly, the deployment clasp, which I think is
Die muss man extra
nice
kaufen, die
deployment
Fallschließe.
clasp. Look at the back of it.
Yeah, that's nice, isn't it?
Isn't that beautiful?
Heftig.
Lange make one of the best movements ever. If I have it set properly, it will chime. Let's see. Yay!
Did it?
Did you catch it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I've wanted one of these for probably 3 or 4 years. We did a video with Kevin O'Leary. He has the slightly smaller version. I think he has the 42mm. This is the 44mm.
Aber mit auch
And this is the
Kalendarium
striking
außen.
time. But what? Yeah, right. Well,
What a flex.
sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I meant it as a differentiator between the watches.
He's got the smaller, less complicated, cheaper version.
He does. He does. It's like a digital watch because it's a digital analog watch. I thought, can I bring myself to actually do it? And then
Ey, ohne Witz, Lange und Söhne, mark my words. Also erstmal jede Lange, die wir reinbekommen, obwohl sie sich stilistisch absolut heavy unterscheidet von dem, was wir überhaupt verkaufen. Jede Lange und Söhne wird direkt rausgehauen. Also, ich weiß, ihr seht das doch, oder? Also ihr seht ja, was bei uns, wir hatten die Platin Saxomat, dann die Saxonia mit dem Steinziffernblatt. Jede Lange und Söhne hauen wir direkt raus. Also es ist wirklich Lange und Söhne, sollte man echt ein Auge drauf werfen. Was wollte ich jetzt nochmal zeigen? Ah ja, hier hat irgendjemand eine Frage gestellt, die 16710. Warum kostet die 16710 aus 2007 genauso viel wie die aus 2001? 2001 und 2004? Ach so, warum die mehr kostet? Das hier ist die letzte Serie gewesen und die Serie hier hat eine Karte. Ah, schön, dass wir da die Setbilder haben. Und zwar 2007 gab es schon die Plastikkarte von Rolex. In 2001 oder die Jahre davor waren immer, hier haben wir auch ein wunderschönes Setbild natürlich, wunderbar, ja, dann zeige ich euch das mal so. Bei der einen Uhr ist dieses Zertifikat hier dabei, das hier unten, und bei dem anderen sind die dabei und das hier gab es halt nur dann später und darum ist die halt teurer. Hat halt so einen Sammlerwert, ne, wie die meisten Dinge, die wir hier anbieten.
looked into it. The complication to actually create this is insane. And then you throw the striking hour on top of it. It's one of the most complicated and most beautiful watches ever. It just feels gorgeous. It's heavy.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't think oh yeah, it is, isn't it? Wow.
Isn't that stunning?
It's beautiful, mate. Yeah,
That's
I
stunning.
really do like that. And so for people that didn't watch the video where we saw it in Happy Jewelers, what's the retail and then what
I think
did you get it
the
for?
retail on this is about 140,000.
Okay.
And I paid 125 for it.
Okay.
Which was a great deal.
Yeah.
They're very hard to come by. It was brand new when I bought it, although this is a discontinued model. They discontinued it, I believe, in 2020.
Okay. Is there a newer version?
No, not that I know of.
Lucky, because otherwise Kevin might buy it and then stump
You
me.
have to buy a used one. So this is another German watch. This is Glashütte, which is the same city as Lange is made in Germany. Another beautiful watch, also from Happy Jewelers. Bought this when I saw it.
This is not an ad for Happy Jewelers, but it should
This
be.
is not, but yeah, it should be, right? Moon phase, I think that's moon phase. Date, hours and seconds, and it's a gorgeous green color, green alligator, and just a very pretty watch. Micro rotor on the back. How do you like that? I said micro rotor.
Very technical.
What do you think of it?
That case shape isn't my favorite, but these ones...
Oh, you're wearing a round watch, Adam.
I mean,
It's round.
I get what you're saying. I mean more just this like
Traditional.
round with the crown and then that's it. Like, you know, I know this has got the knurling on it as well, but typically I like there to be a bit more going on. However, because these dials are so nice, I love them.
This is a pretty watch, right?
Yeah.
Are you shocked to see me get something like this?
Do you know what I am? And do you know what I'm even more shocked about? The fact you've bought so many watches that you never told me about. Not for people watching at home. Normally, when Michael buys a new watch, immediately he calls me and goes, Adam, guess what? Guess what I got? Guess what I got? I'll send you a picture.
Cool.
I just text you a
I
picture.
told you about that, I think.
Yeah, you did. You did tell me that. But the
You
others,
were with me when I bought that.
I was. This one, no idea about. Didn't know about that. This one, you mentioned, but I didn't know that you had got it. That one, definitely not. And those in the box, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, well, one of those in the box I've seen. Two of those in the box I've seen.
I think the list on it is somewhere around 11 or 12,000, and this was 7,500 bucks.
Rolex President.
It's a President, but this is the Rolex Quartz.
Quartz?
Quartz. It's from the
Quartz Rolex?
Yeah, from the late 80s. And the reason that I bought this, it's a little on the small side, but it doesn't look that bad on the wrist. Let me show you.
Ist der coole...
36.
Oh, wow.
But it doesn't look 36 when it's on. It actually looks...
Ja, die sieht
quite
schon
substantial.
fett aus.
Oh, it does actually, doesn't it?
Right? Nice looking watch.
A quartz Rolex.
So it's quartz, yeah. Watch the second hand. Looks like a fake, really, doesn't it? But it's not. Isn't that cool?
That's so weird to see a Rolex ticking.
Yeah. So I bought this from Peter Sedgey at Luxury Jewels of Beverly Hills. He called me and said, I've just bought something that you might like. And I thought to myself, well, why would I want this? But this watch is complete with its original box, all its original papers, everything that came with it. And that's very, very rare for a watch of this age. I mean, gosh, it's what, 35 years old?
Ja.
Wow.
And
that's older than me.
It's never been polished, and it's still, let me close that so you can see. That's how you judge the wear. It's very little wear.
Talk to people about a saggy bracelet. What does that mean?
Well, a lot of these watches, they'll just crumble down, and that's the wear between the links because it's gold.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't have it, and it's in immaculate condition for an unpolished original watch, complete with absolutely everything it came with. Even the box, it's a big brown leather box, and it says Oyster Quartz on it. I'd never seen one before, and I thought, well,
habe ich sogar auch noch eine Box.
For the money I paid for it,
which was
auf
12 grand.
Wow.
You know, I thought, you know, it's a lot of money, but 12 grand.
So do you know what I actually really like about that?
Also unpoliert wird.
I love it. I love it.
You like that it's different.
So not only is
poliert.
it a president, right? So
Yes.
I mean, when
It's a
people,
day-date.
when people,
Polischte.
is that not what they call the president?
Yeah, yes, but
Right.
it's, yes.
But the fact that not only is it a president, which is a very iconic Rolex, like when you think of like Wolf of Wall Street,
Yes.
the gold Rolex,
Yes.
like that. This is it.
Yeah,
So
the used car dealer, right?
I mean, I was going a bit more up class, but you know, but not just the fact that it's that one, but the fact that you have a talking point over the fact that it is a quartz, which
Right.
No, I had no idea.
And
no
you
idea.
never see anybody wearing one of these. And the bracelet, although it looks like the presidential bracelet, is flat. It's a thin,
flat
bracelet.
Also derjenige, der
And it has
gesagt
a
hat,
taper to the case,
der dem
so
erzählt
the
hat,
whole
dass es
thing is a little bit
unpoliert
unique.
ist.
Okay, next one.
I see another gold Rolex.
You want to do that one or you want to do this? Let's do the gold one.
Yeah.
Haram
Gold
zu
out of the
lügen,
way.
mein Freund.
So this is another one that I got from Happy Jewelers. Gosh, this is a big plug for Happy Jewelers. I love this watch and I love the dial. So this is the 18 karat Sky Dweller, and this is the most complicated watch that Rolex make. The bezel turns somehow like this, and what that does is it makes the crown do different things. So if you see at 10 o'clock that little red dot,
Yeah.
that's the month that says that we are in October. Although we are not in October, let me see if I can make that go to January. This is where I embarrass myself. Switch the camera off. No, that's the date. Hold on, that's still the date. Turn that. Not doing anything. Oh look! So the hand,
Ja,
our
das
hand,
kennen wir ja
goes by
schon, ne?
itself.
Skydweller, was haben wir noch?
I don't think they knew. So look at this one. This is huge.
I love that.
Okay, so this is the James Cameron Sea Dweller, and this
Auch eine
one
Uhr,
can
die
go to where no
unterperformt
man
ist.
can go. Well, there it is. Hope you like the new toys. I certainly do.
Nicht
It'd
schlecht.
be lovely if I was able to wear them. Hopefully times will change where it gets a bit safer. These are going straight back into the bank, but one day they'll come back out.
If you need someone to look after this one, then if you run out of space in the vault.
Actually, talk of running out of space, I actually am running out of space. I have
Oh,
to get
perfect.
another,
Yeah, just,
have to get
I'll pop that.
another box.
Ja. Schöne Uhrenkollektion, ne? Und da sieht man, ich habe das Gefühl, dass in diesem Jahr wirklich so diese Uhren, die so ein bisschen abseits der Piste sind, Lang und Söhne und so, die ganzen, die werden schon gut performen.